Alright, have another submission that Eable let me know about. And I always trust Eable to, you know, find the good ones here. Okay, Soulguard Dregs, it's not a great combo. Especially if we don't find Titan Channel, this could be a nightmare. Looks like Hobo Joe and Eable have beaten it, but it took Palks and Iron Sight out. Or is it Poe? Is it Poe? Pow? Palks? Palks? Who knows? If you see it, let me know. If you see the video and you are Poe, shall we say. I like the sound of Poe, but feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I suppose I've never even actually asked if I pronounce Eable correctly. It could easily be Eble or Eble. So actually Eble, if you if I've been mispronouncing your name, let me know too. But anyway, it sucks. I actually had another game. I'll post the link in the description, but my audio, I'd done another Cursed Seed from Eable that was pretty good, but my audio for OBS failed to capture it, so I couldn't really upload it. But it is technically uploaded and unlisted, so if I remember to, I'll put the link in the description. Okay, I mean, Crystallis is decent to start with. Guardian's Amulet, not so much. And Giraffe is not currently guaranteed to be good. Pretty bad right now, actually. But the Crystallis should carry us, even if we have to go... Alright, we don't have to go Cold Channel, so that's good at least. Titan Channel is decent. Plating and Titan Channel seems a bit redundant, honestly, but Forgotten Name's just so bad. Horrible, in fact. Yeah, we'll just take the plating then. I'll take this blindly, sure. We haven't even looked at the map. Yeah, we can do that later. We don't need any of that information yet. I mean, yeah, we take a trial, duh. Took Precious Plating, we have Titan Channel. That alone is enough. I could have a deck full of potatoes and I would still take it. This will save my health here. Bye-bye, Collector. It was nice knowing you. And not much else to do here. Just try to get 2 incants, maybe. And fail miserably at that. Yeah, that wasn't the greatest. I ain't gonna lie. What just happened was, shall we say, not the greatest. Really no reason to even have these units. Dregs really suck, by the way, as you can see. They are the worst, pretty much. Literally the worst. Well, I guess we're not killing this. I thought I might be able to pop this fucker, but turns out no. I'm not able to. Well, we can next turn. This is a pretty shitty start. Good thing we have the Precious Plating. I guess I really shouldn't be that bent out of shape, but you know me. You know me, of course. I'll just sort of get bent out of shape. And trample is just no point to really doing anything here. We could just block this hit. That's the best use of that, and we'll just put some Frostbite on. We'll win the fight, I think. I don't know for sure, but it's never lucky. Just do that. Man, these Forgotten Power, very, very bad so far. Forgotten Power, you have not passed the test. I wouldn't mind another Crystallis, given how potentially horrible this is. Would have strongly preferred a Crit Builder. Cleanse. So now we need to look at the map. So Stygian. Stygian. Very unlikely that Cleanse is good for us. Very unlikely that any of this is actually good for us, to be honest. Like, I don't know. We would have liked to see like a molded here, I think. That's actually the only thing we would have liked to see, probably, as far as the commons go. This is why dregs suck. They're so bad. Like, what does a Purifying Cleanse do for me? Outside of finding a Paraffin Enforcer, which we have a low chance with only one Remnant unit, all the way down here too. There's nothing else it's good with other than a cold channel, but we don't have cold channel. Maybe we do later, but so we're basically speculating on a cold channel or a Paraffin Enforcer by taking this. It's almost guaranteed to be useless otherwise. You know, just not really into running. But like, we have 2 Stygian banners. I mean, it just isn't going to work. I think the Dripfall could work. It's not the best card to pop Soul Guard with, though. It's not a great incant card. You know, none of these are good incant cards on their own. Like this, I got enough units to I really want to add a Molded Encasement. There's enough defense in this combo that I'm not hurting for a Molded Encasement. I think it's just a Dripfall. Arguably skip, though. I would say arguably skip. We should hopefully get a unit here. Multi and armor and burnout. Definitely the burnout. -2. Yeah. Horrible. Ooh, that's not good. Silliphite. This is the other game that has no audio, so unfortunately I've already explained this, but I'll explain it with audio picked up this time. Silliphite technically can be a win condition. It's a horrible one though. It was a great one in the vanilla game. Silliphite, I'm adamant, one of the best units in the vanilla game. One of the worst units in the DLC. It's almost as crestfallen as Crucible Collector, but not quite. Fact of the matter is, it still is a sweeper, but that doesn't mean much here if we don't find Paraffin Enforcer. I don't even think I would want to fuse a Siren into it. It's just not good enough. But we saw a multi. This benefits so much more from multi than a Cold Kalia. Like I said, if I never find any actual damage scaling, a multi on this can be a win con. A horrible one, but it is one. And we'll just take the both of these. I wouldn't need to find quick or anything. Like, this is acceptable. This is gonna have to be a low shard run, by the way, if that's what I end up having to build around. So we'll see. Could add burnout to a drag or a draft. And like I said, this has to be a low shard run, so we're not taking any of that. We are very likely to have to hit this Merchant of Magic. Let's keep the money then. I could make removals, but... Alright, Spikes is gonna wreck us, but this should be a fight that we win just based on Titan Channel. We don't really even... we have no incant. Like, yeah, let's just do this. This is still probably better than a Steward. Even though it's not doing any actual damage, it will clear out the backline, which is good enough for me. Right, at least we get that here. Tell you what, though, I kind of want to get this incant in. Weird as that is, I'm willing to give up the money here. It will come back to the front, so we're most likely, almost certainly, going to be able to, you know, finish it off here. Silliphite already takes that out, so yeah, we'll do this. And I mean, all of this dies. Just do this, I guess, save our armor. We have one incant. This fucking seed, dude. This fucking seed. Okay, at least I was able to do that. But, yeah, not good. Wow, that killed Silliphite. I don't know, maybe I overestimated my ability to do this here, but I do need to... Fuck me, dude. Man. I do need to pop, but I have to imagine I'm drawing a spell. And I need to get 12 with Frostbite on here, it looks like. Okay. We get it. Absolute nightmare so far. Thank God we're Titan channel. Jeez. Imagine trying to get through this seed as a dire channel. This is a pretty easy crit builder. Is it though? Because Flash Freeze is target backline of which I don't know if I'm feeling this track. I'll tell you what, let's go to this. Maybe a little more chill. Alright, so what were we debating? Flash Freeze because it's targeted backliner, which I don't have. Like I have a lot of front-loaded damage. The thing is, the Crystallis falls off though, whereas a builder doesn't. And Flash Freeze, similar to Dripfall, is not that great to pop Cold Channel with, or Titan Channel, and neither is Crit Builder in it really. Like, we throw away the actual spell damage a lot of the time just to try to get 2 incants top by like discarding it, but I think that's better than the Flash Freeze, so we'll take this. That's just a higher upside card. I guess we can take this speculatively. This is a less investment than the Purifying Cleanse. And, you know, well, we only probably end up hitting 1 Merchant of Magic looking at this map. It's not out of the question that I could skip some Vortexes, but I don't want to, ideally, especially in potentially an incant deck here. I think we should take it though speculatively. I'm just trying to think, like, if I do have to actually take like a Paraffin Enforcer, the Hollow Drippings. So we're going to a Merchant of Magic right now. I guess we're hitting 2 up, right? But I'm just thinking, like, would I buy a Consume Remove speculatively right now on a Hollow Drippings? Maybe. Would I speculatively double stack it? Because double stack would probably want to go on the Guardian Amulet, right? And what about holdover? I don't currently have a good holdover target. Like, I could just hold over Purifying Cleanse, and then it becomes a good incant card, right? I could take this to open up holdover. I already have a good double stack target. And if we low roll and only get Permafrost and only get Consume Remove, so be it. That's 25% chance probability. I'd rather in the 75% chance. I mean, I guess both of these open up a high roll, but this on holdover is a lot more usable to me, even if I never find a Paraffin Enforcer. This can just be a free incant heal, and I won't care about the burnout if I'm playing it every turn. So I actually think I like the Purifying Cleanse here more, now that I'm starting to see something come together. I'm still not sad that I didn't take the other one, though. Double stack, okay. What? Come on, dog. We should leave open the opportunity to get a Paraffin Enforcer. I'm trying to think, like, at this point, this is looking like a nightmare. Wow. I'm not taking those. I don't even want to self-infuse a Silliphite. Like, I just can't. I can't. It's not going to work. Here's the problem. I have a Titan channel. I guess maybe if there's a cold channel, we could flex it. I need to find holdover right now, though, on whatchamacallit. Tell you what, let's check this out. Maybe something better to double stack comes around. No, not really. I think this is going to have to be a Heaven's Gold. I know I'm going to probably spend a lot of gold here, but I'm probably going to take this boons. I'm looking here and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to put divine upgrades into. Crypt Builder could get a Pierce. That's about it right now. This is arguably not even that good of a double stack. I think we do it though. It's cheap. It was 95, right? I think we do that. We should get these cheaper for now. 10 there's fine. If I can couple a piercing with it, that's great. Shit, Frost. Damn. Let's get another one of these down to 1. We're probably going to be keeping these. I could also just Surge Stun this one. That's acceptable. But yeah, I'm not like super thrilled about any of this. This is not great. We may have to think about a bottom. I mean, I'm basically damned if I do, damned if I don't here. Like, I'm thinking like we probably have to do a bottom floor setup in order to beat Daedalus here. I have to actually cash in on this spell weakness, and I have to clear out units. Probably hit him every now and then, I don't know. I mean, I can eat up these hits, so it's not like abysmal here. Like, we'll go like this. Get another incant. Wow. Are you fucking me, dude? Come on, like, get me just anything here. Oh my. Well, we might have just died. I don't know how we're going to beat this now. I guess we don't want to pop him until Relentless. We need every bit of health that we can get. I'm gonna not incant here. I'm gonna have these die. I just want to re-get spells. Okay. I'm gonna try to get away with here, let's see if we can maybe get the sap. Can't even get that. Now I'm member drained. That sucks. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think we need to throw all these units away. Take one of them out. We might just have to let them through and really just try to focus on Daedalus here. Definitely got to pop. Okay, we can get that much damage in doing that. What an absolute nightmare. I guess I could have set up mid. That would have been probably better. Alright, let's go 1, 2, YOLO. This is the worst seed actually ever. Just not even real. Like, it's a horrible seed, but like the actual combat RNG is an absolute joke here. Okay, I can do 110. I should definitely just probably start with this. Okay, that's gonna be good. Well, hopefully the 17 Frostbite is enough. We got the Heaven's Gold. Jeez, dude, that is not how I thought that fight would go. Good thing we took the Heaven's Gold and had some gold. Ancient Synergy, almost certainly. Okay, God, my wife is just yelling. I'm sick. What she's yelling on the phone about, but sure. Don't know if that picked up on the mic. Anyway, Ancient Synergy. Ancient Synergy. I think so. Absolute trash, dude. This is, I swear, this combo, nothing to do with Soul Guard. Like, thank God we have Soul Guard, right? But this reminds me of Egg Stapler runs. Like, there are so many bad units. These sweepers do nothing in this combo. Fucking Guard of the fucking Unnamed. I probably have to take Guard. It's my only real option here. Defensively incant, and honestly I could probably get by mid maybe. But I have to think. This all comes down to if we're finding Paraffin Enforcer or not. If I don't find Paraffin Enforcer, this is gonna outdo Wickless Baron if that's offered, I think. This is tough. This is really fucking tough, and I don't think we can afford to not hit any vortex. We have to hit every vortex because think of all these goddamn turns where I'm not finding any fucking spells. The seed is fucked. And hopefully I didn't make such a mistake in that fight. Like, if I thought about it more, I would have set up mid. There was no reason to go bottom there. But the reason... Well, let's just see what happens here. This will inform my decision quite a lot. Is it better to go left here? I mean, it's only Paraffin Enforcer that's good for me on the left. I think it is, because the Sirens aren't good enough for me on the right. I don't have... Without a Whiplash... It's just not good enough scaling to do a Siren into the thing, so... Obviously the steel's useless to us, but we're just looking for a Paraffin Enforcer. Other than that, the Vortex is good. This is good. We know we're doing... I was gonna say we know we're doing that, but maybe I want that instead. I know we can at least hit the final thing. Let's see what we're getting here. Okay, so there is an Enforcer. It's still really awkward, honestly. Like, if I only have the Purifying Cleanse that I have like one of here, no intrinsic. Could have had that, but I don't even think I could have. I would have had to take the first Purifying Cleanse. I know that this could work, but it's very messy to get there. Very messy to get there. And we also have a problem right now. I'm trying to think, how am I going to take out, like, you know, let's say I have to fight Stealth Boss. I guess I would have a lot of armor. This is looking like one real doozy of a seed. The upside of the Enforcer is so good. Also, I could take the Enforcer and actually just run a draft into it. Or run it into a draft. That gives me... You know, I might have a slot available. And I'm very focused right now, just thinking about putting it into the Siliphyte, but it's not horrible into a draft either, right? And I do see a quick in the shop, and maybe we can just add health or something. Decisions. I think at any rate we should take the Paraffin Enforcer here, but boy, without an intrinsic, I mean, we could still find an intrinsic, but I need holdover as well, probably, on the Purifying Cleanse. I could also, we gave up a Hellvent, but we have that Hellvent. I could just Hellvent the Purifying Cleanse intrinsic. I think we take the Paraffin Enforcer. We don't commit, I guess, to a unit combination yet, which leaves us with 3 banners. But what else am I to do? Okay, what's the next move? Another Merchant of Steel, because I do have to kind of hit these vortexes up. Man, I really would like to hit a Merchant of Magic though, but I just can't. I just can't. Even this one's opposite of Vortex. It's just like, fuck, dude. This is really tough. I'm gonna put the Pierce here. I don't know if I can justify the 30. I think at any rate we're getting rid of the Stewards. I think my plan is to use... I don't know. This might be a run where I have to maybe not even play 2 into Stealth Boss and just say there's a 2 out of 3 chance we don't find Stealth Boss, and if I find it, who knows, maybe I find a resin removal before then or something, but it's just a really, really rough seed. I don't even know if I want quick. If I reroll, do I want anything? Like if I get multi-strike or health or armor incant, I could just keep the Heaven's Gold here. I think we should reroll though. If we get multi-strike, that might give me direction. If we get armor incant, that might give me direction. I think we add health here for now. We would want it. And it would be a Purifying Cleanse target if I end up going the Paraffin Enforcer into draft route. I mean, honestly, I could just do that right now. I don't see myself actually building into the Silliphite Paraffin Enforcer plan here. And we're most likely having to go bottom anyway. So, do I need to do it now? I do kind of think I have to commit to this right now. Because I don't have much damage otherwise. Let's keep that money. Could flex Cold Channel. Should have checked this before I did all this. Man, I gotta be honest, hunting for holdover sounds pretty good in this deck. Especially if I could go hold it. I don't know that we should take Cold Channel. Either way, it still seems good to hunt for holdover. How can I justify it? I mean, I will say I'm giving up a Horde and a Vortex. The Steel is multi-strike or bust. Maybe a Quick is acceptable. Maybe an Armor Incant is acceptable. At least there's a Caverns and a Health here though. So it's not all lost to go there. And this magic is maybe even more hittable. We could skip the Trinkets maybe and go for the holdover here, but I don't know, the earlier I knew if I had a holdover or not, the better. Is there anything else worth here? Shitstone? Not really. Let's fight. This is a tough seed. This is a very tough seed. Multi-strike. Could be rough. We have to set up bottom here. We went above the multi-strike threshold, unfortunately. I think we can take this. I am most likely able to destroy these things. At 55 shards, they aren't that powerful. And this is actually good that this got the shards. That helps even, more than you could ever know. So, I have to find Purifying Cleanse within the next 2 turns. So 12 out of 21 is not that much better than a 50-50. This is also where putting the guard into here would have been better. We can drip fall this for now, and it actually kills it. So we'll do that. And just block with that. It doesn't really. It blocks 2 damage. It's probably worth. And we'll wait on that. I'll have this in case Collector mid. We do want to try to make the thing work if we can. No, basically everything here just sucks. I can survive though. With a drag here. I guess I need to hit. Yeah, I was gonna say I need to hit that last incant. What? You're still. Oh, the 10. Fuck. Didn't see that the 10 damage is there. This siege is actually the worst. This is like such a nightmare. Such an absolute nightmare. We just let that through. Like this is more of a shitstorm. Okay. This is just awful. Oh my god, I didn't realize it would do that much damage. Holy fuck. Well, we lost. I never suspected it would go this bad. I guess that 25 shards wasn't worth it. I'm surprised that, like, sure seemed like the 55 shards shouldn't have done what it did, but it happened to do just the other than the first tank, it was nice to get the first tank sharded up, but like every other clip conduit getting it, we should have just not took the trial. It's probably not even worth me to reload because the trial probably just fucked us out of this. If I didn't take the trial, we probably have a chance. So that's too bad. It'll be a short episode, but happens. I'm just not playing that well, I guess. Is there any chance I can beat this? Not really. I could get 4 sap, but I have to hit this thing twice. And that's just not going to happen. I could do that and, you know, YOLO out. I could get it down -8 attack. It still would kill this, so I can't even hit the damage shield. Just a really bad fight. I tell you what, let's try to at least. It'd be a pretty lame. I want to upload this seed, but it's just such a bad episode right now. Let's do a reload. I don't think that that I want to like just give up on it right now. Let's try going top. I guess I could still do this because we know the context that I would actually find the thing in time, but I want to do it maybe more legit than that. Guess we just go like this. And I would always do that probably. I mean, I don't really know why I put the Silphite in here. It's not really gonna do anything. Well, I'll try it just basically cheating by knowing that the Purifying Cleanse comes in time then. But, you know, these are the type of runs where it's like, you would have never won. Doing the route I did would never have won without, you know, basically cheesing prior knowledge of the seed. And we'll even cheese that, I guess. Might as well cheese it the whole way. Though, I guess that left me unable to do that, which is arguably not good. This is a reload fest. We'll do it one more time. I guess if I fail here, we'll give up and just be disappointed. Would have liked to see where we could have taken the seed, right? But you know, it's just not really looking so hot. So we won't fucking Ember Drain ourselves this time. Now, at least allows me to do this, which still fucking kills everybody, apparently. Okay, at least I got that one surviving here. Knowing what comes up, since we're already cheating anyway, we'll just do this. It is impossible to get this motherfucker popped. I feel like usually when I run, I guess starting with the extra drafts made it even worse. I want to say, like, usually I've ran this combo a lot, and I don't have this much trouble popping a fucking Titan channel usually. But, you know, here we are. I guess this just has to die, and hopefully Titan channel can do everything, because there's no way I can keep this alive here. And we'll just throw this piece of trash away. Get an incant in. That might just kill us anyway up top, though. What an absolutely fucked up seed. Jeez, dude. It can't even do that. Okay, I give up then. Shouldn't have took the multi-strike, whatever. Lesson learned. We die. Damn, that's disappointing. Shouldn't have took the shard, shouldn't have took the multi-strike. So let's just see what ends up winning. Look away if you... I guess eventually you get a microstone Cold Kalia with Paraffin Enforcer. How do you... I guess they were able to find the intrinsic, which would have made it better, right? And just had that. I mean, if I go back to the initial Ring 2, maybe Purifying Cleanse would have been better than Dripfall. I mean, my thought was that, like, with double Stygian in front of me, it just didn't seem likely to me that Purifying Cleanse at that point was the way to go. I guess that changed once we bricked so hard on the second Ring Stygian units. So then I was a little more open to saying, well, maybe we do the Paraffin Enforcer, I don't know, but yeah. I feel like you have to YOLO. Granted, I don't know when this intrinsic, maybe a later intrinsic came up, but if it was like the first Purifying Cleanse that it had to be intrinsic on, I feel like it's tough for me to do that at that point, but I guess it could work. Again, though, you'll have to let me know. I don't know when that intrinsic comes up. I mean, this does look like classic sort of survive long enough to high roll, because there is a lot of stuff eventually, it looks like here. There's a Hallowed Halls, there's a Waxen Spike, there's Frenzied Swarm, there's Engulfed in Smoke. Like, there's quite a lot of, like, it looks like maybe we were one ring away from just finding everything, but unfortunately we took a trial. Like, they also didn't take the Clip Infiltration trial. I mean, I never should have took that trial. I don't even know why I thought I could take it. I don't know why I thought I could take it. But yeah, I mean, eventually this does look to come together. You know, the paraffin infused Cold Kalia, and then it looks like they had additional Burnout Upgrade 2, which is actually kind of neat. And yeah, Intrinsic Spell Chain to put it on both if you draw both. Eventually you got a lot of Burnout Extension Chain, which is good. We also could have, in my build, probably thought more about the Cold Channel Flex, because I never was able to pop them. Double, yeah. Well, they really went in on the Burnout Extension at a certain point, which makes sense once you see that come up, right? So damn, I don't know. This does look like it turns into a pretty fun run, but leading up to it, we just... Like, if I were to guess, I was maybe a ring or two away from stabilizing to a good point, but I just didn't navigate it well. Hobo Joe also with the Cold Kalia Enforcer here. I mean, my thought on the Scylla fight over the Cold Kalia was I'm only giving up 5 health for a win. Let's put it this way, like, had we not found Paraffin Enforcer, the Scylla fight still gives me a win con, which would have been stack a bunch of spell weakness and blast stuff, right? And then if I can find a way to set up on the bottom and on Divinity and stack, you know, I could probably realistically stack around 20 spell weakness on Divinity. Maybe I can finish it off along with the Titan channel, but you know, I get also the argument for Kalia. Maybe an extra 5 health would have helped me, right? But yeah, I just feel like the Scylla fight, if had we not found the Paraffin Enforcer, gave me a route to victory, even if it would be a horrible one. Similar story, just a lot of Burnout Extension, and the run just kind of does open up, it seems, past a certain extent. Man, kind of disappointed not to get through this one. So it looks like there must have been a siren at the ring 4 Stygian. Which is, I don't know, I mentioned it before, but I just don't think this is that powerful. Even in a good incant deck, I think it only really works if you have Founding Seal. It's just not nearly enough stats. I mean, you'd have to attack, even with a multi-strike here, you'd have to get it to, you'd have to incant 100, literally 100 times for it to kill tanks. So, unless you can incant 100 times by the 3rd wave of Divinity, it's just not going to cut it. And even in these type of fights, it just isn't going to cut it. So but the Paraffin Enforcer, on the other hand, will really quickly get up to that level of attack. Paraffin Enforcer Sweeper. I also probably should have just, I don't know, maybe YOLO'd the Paraffin Enforcer. The problem with me was I hadn't taken as many Purifying Cleanses as I think Abel and Hobojo had. So like it was tough for me to commit to Paraffin Enforcer into the Sweeper at that point in the game for me. Like, maybe if I had 2 of them, especially if I had the Intrinsic, I could probably guess maybe Joe and Abel had an Intrinsic already at that point. Then I'm not nearly as afraid to do it, right? But unfortunately for me, it looks like they also found a melee weakness, which is even more strong. Like this, I have to imagine, is a Skyrim difficulty run where it's not really that tough at the end. Yeah, like there's not really any damage being taken. It's even like a flying kill for Abel. A light flying kill as well for Hobo Joe. So, but yeah, this just doesn't cut it, really. Like, I don't even think this would ever beat Divinity. So, I think maybe just... and again, the Silliphite would have left you with... If you had this same unit, but it was Silliphite, you could probably work with that, right? Because then you have actually, you know, set up bottom or mid, and you'll clear the waves just fine, and you'll clear every boss just fine. Other than maybe Divinity. Divinity is where the question marks start to come in. I have to imagine, though, with the Ancient Synergy or in the Crypt Builder, we would have been fine. And then there's this idiot who just fucking took the trial. Nobody took that trial as they shouldn't have, right? Like me taking that trial, just... I have to imagine we win if we didn't take the trial. And I don't know, now I also just wish I didn't look at this stuff. Maybe I could have just ran the seed again, but at this point, knowing what comes up, it's no point. So I don't know, it was a fail. I failed. What did Iron Sight here have? They had the Silliphite, but 2 of them is interesting. Vanilla as well. Had that draft, but no Paraffin. Oh, I guess it died to Daedalus. This was the original submitter, I think. This is just a lot to invest into a draft. You know, when I think back on it, maybe the Purifying Cleanse Intrinsic isn't so bad, given that there were drafts. For 10 shards, it's probably worth the speculation. And, yeah, there's just a lot I regret about what I did, I suppose. But, you know, I guess I find this line a little weird, because it's... there was an Intrinsic by this point, and you could have put it in as some of this. Maybe it doesn't make sense, though, in this deck to do that. I would have thought maybe... It's like where... Yeah... There's 35 shards taken, 15 of them are into this. It must have been 20 into gold then. And I don't like this spending of 15 shards. This just isn't that powerful to me. I think you would have been better off maybe just intrinsic into like you could intrinsic permafrost this. And for most purposes, that would be fine. Although I think that the ordering there isn't really working out when I think back on it. But still, like, yeah, I don't know. It is hard to, I guess, still like intrinsic the Purifying Cleanse, I guess, because I know that Drippings was the Ring 2 choice, Ring 2 reward choice. Yeah, tough one, tough one. Obviously, though, it does open up, but that first 4 rings were an absolute nightmare. And gotta give props to Abel and Hobo Joe for getting through it. That is a nightmare of a seed, at least up until that point. And they definitely were able to navigate it better. But yeah, I've probably beaten a dead horse at this point. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.